Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that nearly everyone who embarks on the entrepreneurial journey has faced at some point: what to do when you feel hopeless. Many people assume that the biggest challenge in daily life is money. But that's not entirely true. Money is something we deal with from time to time, and even when it's an issue, it's often manageable. The thing we confront most often, every single day, is stress, or in other words, tension. Sometimes, even when your business is thriving, you're making sales and customers are flocking in, you still feel stressed just the same. Wealth doesn't automatically shield you from stress. However, those who aren't succeeding in business, those who are struggling with slow sales, often face stress on a much harsher level, which can make everything feel overwhelmingly exhausting. Prolonged stress, if left unaddressed, will almost certainly lead to a more dangerous state: hopelessness. This is a state that many entrepreneurs have experienced, and it's incredibly daunting. I myself went through a long period of hopelessness before achieving the successes you might see today. To conquer any peak, even a small hill, we have to leave behind a tremendous amount of stress and despair. During those tough times, I found ways to push through, and today I want to share those methods with you. I'm not claiming to be perfect, nor do I promise that I can make you 100% optimistic. But as someone who has overcome those challenges, I want to pass on my experiences, the strategies that gave me the strength to face and overcome hopelessness, ultimately making my life better. To overcome hopelessness, especially when you're dealing with prolonged stress, it's critical to break the process into two distinct phases. You can't just stumble through it and expect to come out on the other side. Everything in life, if you want it to be effective, requires a method, and saving yourself is no exception. Without a method, you'll only sink deeper into despair. The first phase is improving your negative mood. The second phase is continuing your journey, because stress won't disappear until you truly address the root problem you're facing. In the first phase, improving your mood is the most crucial step. Many people, when stressed or hopeless, choose to do nothing. They lie around, scroll through social media, or read negative news. These actions don't help. In fact, they make your mood worse. You need to realize that you have to do something to save yourself instead of continuing to drown in negativity. When you're in a negative state, consuming more negative information only further depletes your body and mind. The first thing you need to do is tell yourself that you are the one who has to save yourself. No one else can do it for you. Below are 5 methods I've used to improve my mood during tough times. These methods aren't overly complicated, but the key is that you must commit to yourself that you want to get through this phase. The first method is practicing a breathing exercise. You've probably heard about meditation or yoga for stress relief, but when you're feeling down, joining a yoga class or sitting down to meditate can feel like a huge challenge. I've been there myself and found those methods tough to stick with. Instead, I discovered a simpler approach: the 7-11 breathing rule. When we're stressed, we tend to inhale deeply but exhale shallowly, which causes our body to trap air, making us feel stifled and tense. To do this exercise, find a comfortable place to sit. Close your eyes if you'd like. Inhale while counting from 1 to 7. Hold your breath for a few seconds, then exhale slowly while counting from 1 to 11. Repeat this process for 5 to 10 minutes, reminding yourself that you're doing this to save yourself. If done correctly, you'll feel your body regulate and your mood gradually improve. The second method is talking to someone, but do it without distractions like your phone. I realized the power of conversation when I had an experience at a unique restaurant, where people dined in complete darkness without phones and focused solely on talking. In that setting, I noticed that after just 30 minutes of conversation, my mood improved significantly, and I wasn't even sure why. From then on, I made it a habit. Whenever I felt down, I'd find a friend, go to a coffee shop, put my phone away, and focus on talking. You don't need to vent about your problems. Just having a natural conversation about anything can make you feel lighter. The third method is changing your environment. Sometimes stress comes from being in an uncomfortable space, like a stuffy room or a place that's too cold. In those moments, try altering your surroundings. For example, if you're feeling hot and bothered, take a cold shower, make sure to dry off sweat to avoid catching a cold. Or head to an air-conditioned coffee shop to enjoy a more comfortable atmosphere. On the other hand, if you're in a cold, stifling place, try taking a hot shower to relax your body. This method may not work perfectly for everyone, but for me it's helped me regain calm many times. The fourth method is walking. If you have the time, get up and walk until you start to sweat. Don't just take a quick stroll and head back. That won't do much. Walk with determination, keep going until you feel a bit tired, and your body begins to sweat. At that point, some of your stress will start to dissipate. If you're in better shape, you can jog for faster results. The key is to push past laziness and take action. The fifth method, which I hesitated to share but found truly effective during my lowest moments, is crying. When you feel overwhelmed, don't bottle up your emotions. Find a private place like a bathroom or your room and let the tears flow. If you don't have a private space, put on a helmet, wear a face mask, ride a motorbike to a quiet road, and cry while driving slowly. Crying isn't just for women, men can benefit from it too. Sometimes letting those tears fall can significantly relieve your emotional burden. These methods are just the first step to improving your mood and preventing yourself from sinking deeper into negative thoughts. However, to truly escape hopelessness, you need to move to the second phase, continuing your journey and addressing the root cause. If you're running an online business but haven't succeeded after months leading to stress and hopelessness, keep pushing forward after you've had your cry. Keep posting, creating content, taking product photos, and delivering value. Only when you achieve success will the stress truly fade. Similarly, if you're in debt and working hard to pay it off, even if you face humiliation or hurt, keep working with a clear goal, earn enough to clear the debt. When the core issue is resolved, the hopelessness will gradually disappear. Those are the 2 steps I've distilled from my own experiences. Of course, there are many other methods, and the 5 mood-improving techniques I've shared may not work for everyone. The important thing is to find at least 1 or 2 methods that resonate with you and commit to saving yourself. Some people find stress relief through activities like going to the gym, but for me, that didn't work. So experiment and choose what suits you best. Life is a long journey, and no journey is easy. Stress, tension, and hopelessness will always show up, but whether you overcome them depends on you. I wish you all optimism, strength, and success on your path. Thank you.